Titans can bring both thunder and lightning to their endgame builds through Arc 3.0, and through our exotic armour and weapons and combining them with Arc 3.0, we're going to be electrifying all enemies that get in our way, creating storm clouds, thunder and lightning attacks through our arc weapons plus our supercharged grenades. Today I'm going to go through the build in more detail, looking at the Arc 3.0 setup, the combination of mods, the weapons and the armour, so your Titan can electrocute endgame enemies in seconds. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, let's dive right into the build with the Arc 3.0 setup. So first of all, with my super, I'm using Thunder Crash. Then with my grenade, I'm using a Storm Grenade, so that is a grenade that calls down a focused lightning storm. For my melee ability, I'm using Seismic Strike, and my class ability, I'm using Towering Barricade. For the aspects, I'm using Knockout, so critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attack with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage for a short time. And defeating targets with melee attacks start health regeneration and makes you amplified. So that's going to be really useful in Nightfalls and Lost Sectors. And then we've got Touch of Thunder, so your Flashbang, Pulse, Lightning and Storm Grenades have enhanced functionality. So here we are focusing on Storm Grenades, so after detonating it creates a roaming thunder cloud that tracks nearby targets and fires bolts of lightning at foes beneath it. So also that's going to be really useful in endgame, getting that tracking thunder cloud really going to help you out when you're in a tight spot. Next, let's have a look at the fragments, so Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you're going to be more resistant to incoming damage. You've got Spark of Shock, so your arc grenades jolt targets. Spark of Magnitude, your lingering arc grenades, they have an extended duration. And Spark of Recharge, while critically wounded, your melee and grenade energy regenerate more quickly. In terms of the exotic armour, I'm using Heart of Inmost Light. That's an exotic Titan chest armour. Comes with the perk Overflowing Light, so using an ability, so grenade, melee or barricade, empowers the other two abilities. Empowers means faster regen, melee and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. Again, going to be really useful in endgame activities. You can get the Heart of Inmost Light from exotic engrams, so you can farm Nightfalls. You can also buy this one from Zur via his exotic engram. Next up, let's have a look at the weapons. So in my kinetic slot, I'm using New Purpose. This one is a high impact frame pulse rifle, meaning it's slow firing and high damage. And the weapon is more accurate when stationary and you're aiming down the sights. And New Purpose also deals stasis damage. For PvE, Feeding Frenzy and Desperado would be really good. So with Feeding Frenzy, each rapid kill with a weapon progressively increases the reload speed for a short time. And Desperado, reloading after a precision final blow increases your rate of fire. So in the energy slot, I'm using the Tarnished Metal. It's a legendary energy scout rifle with a lightweight frame, meaning you've got superb handling and move faster with the weapon equipped. It comes with the origin trait Right Hook, where dealing melee damage gives the weapon increased target acquisition and a range for a short period of time, and dealing melee damage again extends that effect. So talking about mods, I'm using a mixture of Elemental Well mods and also Champion mods too. So let's go through those now. So Elemental Ordnance, defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an Elemental Well that matches the subclass energy type. So grenades are going to be really important to this build, and an Elemental Ordnance combined with Bountiful Wells, which I'll go through next, is really going to help us out. So in terms of Bountiful Wells, so Elemental Well mods that cause you to spawn Elemental Wells can now stack, spawning additional wells for each additional copy of the mod you have equipped. So I'm going to be using 2 or 3 Elemental Ordnance mods, and when they're combined with Bountiful Wells, well, that is going to give me 2 or more Elemental Wells to pick up, and that is going to help empower my damage overall through my next mod, and that is Font of Might. So picking up an Elemental Well that matches your subclass energy type, so it's Arc in this instance, it grants you a temporary bonus to weapon damage, so it all works together really nice and seamlessly to improve your damage output. I'm also using an anti-barrier mod for my scout rifle and an unstoppable mod for my pulse rifle, and they are both on my arms. But as I said before, if you want to swap out for overload mods, then you can do, and you're going to be ready for all types of endgame activities. Well, let's have a closer look at the gameplay loop here. So you want to throw grenades and create roaming storm clouds, recharge your abilities quickly through Heart of Inmost Light, kill all types of champions with your weapons, throw more grenades, create more storm clouds, generate wells, charge up your damage, and then for the big finish you want to unleash Thunderlord. Well, this Titan Arc 3.0 build is a decent build for endgame content. This build has the capability to take out Overload, Barrier, and Unstoppable champions, plus we're drawing on the power of Thunder and Lightning to supercharge our Titan via our exotic weapons and also our armour too. Heart of Inmost Light is central to the build, which means using an ability, that's Grenade, Melee or Barricade, empowers the other two abilities. So we want our abilities to be up and available as much as possible in Nightfalls, Lost Sectors and Raids, so we can take out the large number of adds that are coming our way, plus apply big DPS to the boss. Our grenades are going to be a big part of the build, so through Arc 3.0, we're going to be using Storm Grenades, which we can call down Focus Lightning Storms. Through Touch of Thunder, you can make your grenades more powerful by after detonating it, create a roaming thundercloud that tracks nearby targets and fires bolts of lightning at foes beneath. So that is really, really strong this season. So I definitely recommend trying that out. Those grenades and those roaming storm clouds are a super powerful tool to have in your arsenal. So having a roaming thundercloud really, really going to get you out of a tight spot. We're also going to be using elemental ordnance. That means we're going to be creating elemental wells with our grenade kills. So through elemental wells, we're going to be boosting our damage output through Font of Might, meaning a 20% increase to our damage. And then you've got Spark of Recharge and Spark of Shock, also helping us regenerate grenades quickly, and also jolting enemies too. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the build, and share any improvements you got down there with the community. I would really, really love to hear from you. Well, that is it for this guide for a Thunder and Lightning Endgame Arc 3.0 build with Heart of Inmost Light in Destiny 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.